The latest protest over church closings. This is your news choice, WYLN News at 5.
From the WYLN studios in Hazleton, with complete coverage of all the day's news, events, and weather that affect you and your community, this is WYLN News at 5.
Good evening and welcome to WYLN News at 5 for Veterans Day, Tuesday, November 11th, 2008. I'm Kim Zabore.
And I'm Doug Farley. The latest protest concerning church closings in the area could involve a lawsuit.
At least that is what one group is saying. It was a protest in hope of getting more information. This afternoon, members of the Coalition of Suppressed Parishes held a demonstration outside the Chancery office of the Allentown Diocese. WYLN, the only local television station at that protest. Gina Gasper has more.
They call themselves the Coalition of Suppressed Parishes, and they took their concerns with the Allentown Diocese straight to the sources this afternoon.
Hi, Stephen Antalix. I left a message for Monsignor James to meet us here at 1 p.m. to pick up a copy of the Synod study and also a list of the monies taken from the suppressed parishes.
He isn't here. I'm not aware of anything.
We want to know we want to see the study that the Synod had to support what they did, because in the study, the criteria for the closures were not met.
Vicky Gennaro was a member of St. Cunegonda's Church in McAdoo. She says she came to Allentown because she believes it was the right thing to do.
I just think that the closures were too extreme. A third of the parishes were closed down, and I believe that the coal region, Schuylkill County and Carbon counties, were the hardest hit. It was almost like a massacre.
The Coalition of Suppressed Parishes of Allentown is here today to get some answers from the diocese, and they say if they don't hear anything soon, they're going to file a lawsuit.
We're also preparing to file a civil suit in Pennsylvania State Court. I've essentially asked for a review by the court of actions of the diocese in the closings. Like any nonprofit, there are certain fiduciary duties that attach to the head of that nonprofit in terms of how they act as a steward over assets, and so there is some precedent and basis for petitioning the court for a review of the handling of the closings.
WYLN met with Director of Communications Matt Kerr, who says the parishes will find out where the money is going.
As these parishes get up and running, they've only been in existence since the 15th of July. The pastor will put together a finance committee, and there will be lay people on this finance committee, and they will see the financial records, and they will know that all the assets and all the liabilities of the three parishes that became one are now part of that one parish.
As far as a lawsuit is concerned, Kerr says the diocese is dealing with the coalition's request in the proper fashion.
All of the information that the Vatican will need to make a decision is being furnished to them, and it's only proper, that we deal with what's before us, and right now that's the Vatican appeals.
In Allentown, Gina Gasper, WYLN News.
In other news, you saw it here first on WYLN News at 10 last night. Hazleton City Police arrested a Stillwater man for allegedly locking his girlfriend and her 8-month-old daughter inside a 19th Street home and beating her on Sunday. City Police said 23-year-old James Pavlichko Jr. picked up the 17-year-old girl's daughter Sunday afternoon as planned, but refused to return her when asked, and told the girl to follow his instructions or he'd kill the infant and throw her body into a river. 17-year-old said Pavlichko first took her to the Hazleton apartments, then made her walk to a home on 19th Street. There, the girl got her baby back, but as she was leaving with the infant, Pavlichko pushed her back into the house and allegedly began hitting her. When she tried to run, he allegedly pushed her to the floor, threatened to kill the baby again, and continued hitting her. With the help of the homeowner, the girl got away and got a ride back home to Columbia County and reported the incident via phone. Pavlichko was arraigned by District Judge Zola on unlawful restraint, false imprisonment, terroristic threats, and related charges. Zola set bail at $100,000 cash. Unable to post it, Pavlichko was placed behind bars at the Luzerne County Prison.
Freeland police are looking for the person or persons responsible for vandalizing that community's public park. While everything is back to normal today, that was not the case on Sunday after vandals struck.
It was reported to us by a passerby who indicated that all of the park benches, a dozen or more, were knocked over, toppled, and possibly damaged, as well as the garbage cans and so forth being scattered around the park. We also received a report almost simultaneously about a group of youths that were walking in a secluded area of town at 4 a.m. We felt that was a bit strange. However, within the 5-minute response time that it took for us to get to the location, the group was out of sight, both by myself and the complainant who originally made the call.